Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be going through some new and coming soon luxury beauty releases. And before we get started on things that have not yet been released, I just want to give you a quick preview. We've got a bunch of new things coming to my channel, such as the Gucci Cushion Foundation, which I'm testing out now. Got the YSL bronzer and setting powder. I have the new Addiction powders. I have the Chikuhodo Ren series brushes, the new Dior bronzer. You know, we've got a whole bunch of different things. So I've got some of these things on right now. So feel free to take a look in the description box if you are curious about anything that I have on. Now, let's go ahead and get started with things that are coming soon. I'm going to leave details for all of the creators who shared this information down below in the description box, so please be sure to give them a follow. We're going to start off with some information from One Beauty News Russia, which is a website. I believe there's also a Telegram channel for her. And so her name's Anna. Thank you so much for sharing this information. And we're going to look at the Guerlain Summer collection. So Guerlain Summer is due to be released in April sometime. And we have a few pieces of interesting information here. So first of all, meteorites are back. So we know that they've been reformulated, and we've covered that there are some differences in the new light shade versus the previous light shade, the new one being a little bit warmer. Well, they are bringing back some of the other colors. So we're going to have 4 shades of meteorites, and we have number 1, Pearly White, and that one is going to be a new shade. It's mostly white balls with pink, beige, and it says it's got a balance of warm and cool tones in there. So that's going to be the Pearly White shade. That's the only one that's new. Shade number 2 is Rose, shade number 3 is Warm, and shade number 4 is Amber. Now the shade number 2, Rose, is supposed to be the same as the shade number 2, Light, that we have permanently. So we do have special limited edition packaging, but that shade should be the same. And shade 3, Warm, and 4, Amber, should be the same as the medium and deep shades that were present before. And I think they might actually be available in some countries as part of the permanent collection, but we have not seen them here in the US. However, they are supposed to be, they're considered an evergreen shade, which means that they should be permanent. So somewhere they're permanent or they're coming out to be permanent. But again, they will all be available in this limited edition packaging. It's very colorful. To me, it looks like candy. Like, that's what I think of when I see this summer collection. Anna here does note that these shades, although they are supposed to be repeat shades, they have been reassembled and redesigned. So there might be some slight color changes like there were with the light shade. So just a quick overview, the shade number 2, which we have as light, is pastel green, lilac pink with pearlescent white and gold balls, whereas shade number 3 is matte beige, and the pearl shades are going to be an ivory, pink, gold, and lilac. And then shade number 4, Amber, is going to have coffee, yellow, peach, fuchsia, and gold. So those will be our combinations for the meteorites. Now, one more piece of news for the meteorites that I found very interesting. They've changed the scent. So I'm not sure if I'm going to like this. I love the scent of the meteorites. They have this really nice violet scent, which, some people love, like me, and some people don't really appreciate it. So they have changed the scent. It's now going to still have that violet base, but they've now added woody notes of sandalwood, musk, and vanilla to it. So I'm not sure how this is going to smell and whether I'll be happy with it, but I'm definitely planning on picking up the Pearly White shade to check that one out. Now we also have a new eyeshadow quad, and this is going to be number 458. And we have some duochromes in here. So when we're looking at this palette here, shade number 1, that's going to be a dark purple. 2 is going to be a duochrome with a copper and red reflect there. And then we are going to have 3 is a coral pink shade, and 4 is another duochrome with a white and blue shift. So I'm kind of curious about that, but honestly, the palette does look pretty similar to shades we've had before. So I'm on the fence with this one because I don't love the color stories per se, but I am very interested to see how those duochromes are and exactly which formula Guerlain is using for this particular quad. So sometimes they have a little bit more of a texture to them. Other times they're kind of just your traditional powdery shadow. So I'm curious to see which one this will be. I have a feeling though, because of the duochromes, it's going to be more of their like gel cream powder formula with that texture, that grip to it that I really like. Now, along with the Meteorites and the eyeshadow palette, they're also releasing a new Meteorites Kabuki brush. So they currently do have a brush available on the Guerlain website for Meteorites, but now it's going to be a Kabuki style. These are synthetic brushes. I haven't seen this newest formulation of the brush, but the previous one was pretty scratchy. So I'll be passing on that. And then we also have a new Kiss Kiss Be Glow lip balm, which I love. So I love their lip balms. We have a new shade. It's going to be 458 Fresh Pink. I'm just turning to look at my notes here, but I think this looks gorgeous. I love the lip balms. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. Now, moving on to some information from WZ Beauty. And he has pictures of the Tom Ford Soleil Summer Collection. So this is pretty exciting. We do have a new eyeshadow palette here. And I have to say, I am intrigued by this eyeshadow palette. So do I love the color story? Not completely, because again, we've got kind of these pinks and reds in here, which we've seen a lot of. But that green, I'm really intrigued by that green. So I will most likely be picking up this palette. And yeah, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about kind of those reddish tones on the right side, but the green and, you know, we've got kind of a classic champagne ivory there too. You know, those are definitely shades that I know I would use quite a bit. So very interested in that. Most likely we'll pick that one up. And I'm curious to see exactly which formula this is because we don't have the logo in it. So when we don't see the logo, it has meant a couple of things in the past. Sometimes it's been like that matte formula, but a lot of times when we see that, you know, the pans actually, they're pressed flat and it's actually more concave at the edges, whereas here it looks convex on the edges, you know, a little beveled up. So I'm curious to know what kind of formula this will be. And it could just be that this is a photo taken before the TF was stamped in there. You know, for, you know, maybe this is a photo prior to the finished product. So we'll have to wait and see, but I am curious about that. Moving on to the highlighter in this collection. So it looks like, you know, it looks just like the highlighters from the holiday collection. This shade is going to be golden, which, you know, honestly, I don't know if I need this one. It looks very much like the Grand Paradis from Holiday. So I might pass on that because if it's going to be more gold than that, it's probably not going to work for my skin tone. Then we have a lip oil, and this is going to be called the Soleil Spark Lip Oil. It looks like it's pretty small, so I will pick this up depending on the price for this because it looks like it might only be like this big. So we'll see on that one. Then we have the Ultra Shine lip colors. So they have added 4 new shades here. We have 31, 32, 33, and 34. And, you know, these actually, I think they look really pretty. 33 is the one that intrigues me the most. It's Plage New. So I will probably pick up one of these. I don't know if I need all of them. This is a nice formula from Tom Ford, but it's not my favorite lipstick formula in general. So I'll probably just pick up one. So this collection is set to launch March 20th. I'm not sure what countries will be receiving it then, but I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out here in the US. Next up, also from WZ Beauty, we have photos of the new Bobbi Brown concealer palette, and it comes in 2 shades, Warm Ivory and Sand. You know, this is actually intriguing. I kind of like the way it looks here in the promo photo, but then when we move to the real photos, you know, I don't think this is really going to work out for me, so I'll probably pass on this. What I'm still waiting for from Bobbi Brown is their spring collection. It has not launched here in the US. We've got some new, you know, kind of like purple iridescent and so forth eye crayons. We also have this gorgeous Petal Glow highlighter, and I missed that when it released at Selfridges. It was gone like within an hour, so I missed that. I'm really sad about it. It has not restocked, so I don't know what's going on with that. I know a few of you have reached out and asked me if I had any information, but I still haven't heard anything about that one. So definitely keeping an eye out for that. I do have a couple of the eye crayons. I've just been waiting for that highlighter. So let's move on to some information from Amit Beauty Talk. And here we have a new foundation coming from Tom Ford. This is called the Architecture Soft Matte Blurring Foundation. It's only coming in 8 shades though. This is due out April 5th, but that might be a release date specifically for Asia. And so, you know, availability around the world is unknown for this foundation since it is only in 8 shades. Have not seen the color range to see exactly how deep it gets, but it could end up being an Asia exclusive for the time being. This, however, is going to be a liquid foundation. It looks really nice. And this is part of their summer collection. So according to the brand, it's a liquid foundation that creates a soft three-dimensional effect on the entire face by blurring rather than covering up skin concerns. The lightweight liquid blends in seamlessly, creating a finely textured blurred look that doesn't clog your pores. It contains fine particle powder that diffuses light and absorbs sebum to maintain a freshly applied finish for a long time. In addition, hyaluronic acid moisturizes and protects the skin. And we'll have to wait and see how that goes here. I'm kind of on the fence with this. I might try this one, I might not. You know, I'm really not sure, but I do have some foundations I really enjoy right now. So not sure if I really need this one, and I'm kind of tired of seeing hyaluronic acid in absolutely everything. Moving on, we have Estee Lauder Renutrieve the Diamond Serum lipstick. So these look very much like the Cle de Peau lipsticks, the ones that they call the Precious lipstick. And I picked up 2 of the Cle de Peau. I ordered 2 of these Estee Lauder as well. They are available right now at Selfridges. I haven't seen them anywhere else yet. But these are supposed to have a hydrating serum inside. They're going to be strongly pigmented with one swipe. And we've got a lot of colors. It was actually hard to choose which shade I wanted to try. But at Selfridges, the price is $88 US. And, you know, I thought these look pretty expensive, but if they are a less expensive dupe of the Cle de Peau, then it's worth checking out. So I did order 2 of those, and I will definitely compare those together when they arrive. Next up, something else that excites me is the Tatcha, the Silk Mineral Sunscreen. They've reformulated it. So I actually really liked the previous version, and I would like to try this new one as well. So I just think it's a really nice sunscreen for me to use as a daily product, you know, after my skincare. So yeah, I'm interested in trying this, and it's on the Sephora website. It's coming soon. Next, we have the Nars Summer Collection. So this is due to launch on April 19th. And honestly, this one, it just doesn't interest me. You can see we've got an eyeshadow palette. We've got the pressed powder that we've seen like a lot, a blush, and a cushion foundation. So not really interested in those. We also have some additional items for summer here. We've got a new Laguna palette, which I think is going to interest a lot of people here. We have, what else do we have? We have eyeshadow sticks. These are limited edition. We have quite a few shades here. And there are 2 new shades of the Power Matte lipstick. And yeah, you know, I'm not really interested in this. So I'll be passing on the Nars. Moving on, we have the SUQQU Blossom Beat. So Amit Beauty Talks, she posted this, but she got the pictures directly from Jorge Makeup, who is the makeup artist who designed this collection. So I'm using his photos here. Definitely give him a follow. He does some different looks and so forth with all of the products that he helps to create. And you can see here in the top left of this first photo, we have some eyeshadow crayons from SUQQU, which are new. They're limited edition. So I am receiving a couple items in PR, and I'm not getting those eyeshadow sticks, but I definitely want to try that pinky purple one and see how that goes. So I'm going to try and order that one. And then, so what I am receiving is the purple quad, one of the blushes, and the lighter lipstick. So definitely can't wait to try them. But I think this collection looks gorgeous. So this purple quad, I mean, look at this photo here where you can see the shimmering of the deeper indigo blue with the purple and so forth in the bottom right quadrant. Oh gosh, I really can't wait for that palette. I think that's stunning. And then if you prefer more coral shades, the other palette's great for that. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up the coral palette because those colors are not my preference, but this purple one, you know, I cannot wait to try. I definitely want to try both of the lipsticks though. And then the blushes, You know, the one looks kind of like a reddish brick brown kind of shade with a lavender highlight. So definitely want to try that one. And then we have a warmer toned brown with a blue highlight. And I don't think I need that one, so I'm going to pass on that one. And yeah, I'm very interested in this. I think it's a gorgeous collection. One of the things I love about the collections that he designs for SUQQU is he's really good about designing things that can suit a variety of skin tones, and he's not afraid of color. So they're always very exciting collections, and some of my very favorite SUQQU collections have been designed by him. So very excited to see this. I think they look stunning. And he definitely features models of a variety of skin tones on his channel. So, well, his Instagram feed. So definitely check those out, because that's one of the best places to see some of the like swatches or how the makeup will actually look on a variety of skin tones. Moving on, we have the new YSL Love Shine lipsticks. So these are replacing the YSL Volupte Shine lipsticks, which I've always really liked those. Those are a nice lipstick lip balm oil kind of hybrid. So I don't think that the formula is going to be that different from those, but this will be an updated version. So they are actually going to take the Candy Shine or the Candy Glaze lipsticks, which right now are called Rouge Volupte Candy Glaze. They're going to rename them. They're going to name them Love Shine Candy Glaze. So just something to note, but that formula is not supposed to change. So the new Love Shine lipstick is going to be using a new fruit oil formula of passion fruit and fig juice extract. And it says it creates a juicy lipstick that melts the moment it touches your lips. It will also contain about twice as much soft wax as conventional products while providing a lightweight feel. So I'm curious to see that. They've updated the packaging on these as well. So we can now see that our YSL logo is going to be horizontal instead of vertical. And we've got a soft pale pink shade here. They are launching a ton of shades. So I'm actually very interested in quite a few of these shades. So I will definitely be picking up some of these to try. And yeah, I'm very excited for these. So these are due out the end of March. Now, another lip product that is interesting to me is a new shade of the Dior Lip Maximizers. So I always get sucked into lavender shades, and this one looks so pretty. I just hope it is not too sheer, but it's shade number 63, Pink Lilac. And I think it looks like it's going to be really pretty. So I bet that's going to be one that sells out pretty quickly. So if you are interested in it, make sure you're following me for notifications. I post on the community tab of YouTube. So if you're not sure where that is, you go to like my YouTube profile, the main page, and there are little tabs at the top. You can see videos, shorts, a community, and so forth. So click on community. If you're following me like on your phone and so forth, it'll pop up when you click on subscriptions. That's one of the places I post things as they launch, as well as Instagram stories. So I post mostly to the stories. So definitely check me out and follow me there if you aren't already. Now, that is due out April 12th. Also, April 12th is some new Dior Addict Lip Shine lipsticks. And every year, Dior releases like some new cases for the Dior Addict Lip Shines, and they release some new shades. So this year, we have a new pink case and a white and pink case. So this is like a pink version of the one that came out last year. So this is the white one that came out last year, and we have kind of this like vinyl coating on here so it doesn't get dirty. But this year it looks like instead of having white on white, we're going to have pink words with the white background. So I bet it's going to be the same material, and the other one is going to probably be a firmer faux leather. Now, shade-wise, we have 5 new shades coming out, and you can see in this photo here, that second one, again, looks like it has a little bit of lavender in there. So you know, I'm definitely going to get that one. But I'll probably pick up a couple of these, some of these. I don't know exactly how many, but I definitely want at least shades 2 and 3 here. So definitely can't wait to try those. Now, just for reference, the shades here in the photo, we have 362 Rose Bunher. And I think that one might be the first one there. And then we have shade 546 Dolce Vita, which is coral. So that's probably shade number 4. And 616 Nude Mitza is the natural brown. That should be the last one there. And then there are 2 limited edition shades. And of course, those are the 2 that I really want. We have 391 Dior Lilac and 481 Daisier, which is a raspberry pink. So yeah, I'll definitely be trying to get those, but I definitely think those two will be pretty limited. They'll sell out pretty quickly. All right, and last up, we have Haus Labs. So this is Lady Gaga's brand, and she has had some pressed pigment blushes. They were technically limited edition. They were around for a while, and then they kind of went away. So these are the Haus Lab blushes that came out before, and they're made in Italy. They're a pressed pigment. You get a ton of product for the price. These are coming back, but from what I understand, and I remember reading this somewhere, but I don't recall where I saw this, these are going to be a smaller size. So they have updated the packaging, so now you'll have the color of the product inside on the top, and they're going to be smaller. They are retailing for, I believe, the same price. And they're currently on the Sephora website, and right now I'm filming on the 7th, but it should be launched on the 8th. So they should already be available, and they should be for $32 US. So they're bringing back a lot of the colors. This one here is shade Lavender Blonde, which was a very limited edition shade. So this one is not slated to come back, but you can see they've got some great shades and very pigmented powder blushes that are really easy to use. I think they're a great product. So happy to see that those are coming back. By the way, those blushes, they're talc free, they're made in Italy, and although they are going to a smaller size, the previous ones, they're so large, like panning that would take like 10 years for the average person. So I'm actually okay with the size change personally, but you know, it shows, you know, they've had an increase in materials cost too, and that was a way that they worked around that. So, all right, and just a couple more things from Angel Naked One. And we have another Bobbi Brown collection. This is the Bobbi Brown Carrie Rosenthal collection. And there's a new highlighter. You know, the highlight is Rose Gold Glow. It actually looks pretty deep, so it's probably not going to work out for me. Then we have this Luxe eyeshadow palette, and I think this looks really pretty. So the shades are Morning Coffee, Mars, Champagne, and Golden Sun. I don't think I have any of those shades. I'm not sure if they're technically all new shades or what, but I don't think they are in my personal collection. So I would like to pick up that eyeshadow palette. Then we also have there are two different versions of this three like eyeshadow trios. So we have two. One has these like purpley mauve tones, and I want to try that one. And the other one is orange and gold. So yeah, I think they look fun. In addition, we also have some new lipsticks with matte finishes. I'm not as interested in those lipsticks. The shades are nothing unique, but I'm definitely interested in the eyeshadows from this collection. And these are the swatches from it. It just looks like a natural, shimmery, everyday kind of palette. So I think it looks really pretty. Now, last time I did one of these videos, I shared some new Armani lipsticks that were coming out. We've got like 2 new kinds of lipsticks coming out, liquid lipsticks here. And there's an update here. This is the nude pink liquid lipstick, and they look so pretty. So they are supposed to have a weightless texture and a beautiful palette of shades, nourishing components in the composition to keep the lips well groomed. And they are supposed to be coming out to the US anytime now. So I'm definitely waiting to see. I think these look really pretty. I can't wait to try the formula. So that's it for the new release. I'd love to know what products are coming out that interest you and what you're looking forward to seeing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow the creators tagged down below in the description box. And again, thank you so much to Anna at One Beauty News Russia, WZ Beauty, Amit Beauty Talk, and Angel Naked One for all of the details on these products. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.